Hello everyone, welcome to my shadow. Oh, here I am in the light. Orgasmicpathways.com. Choose your pathways. Let's work out. Today we're going to do upper body, lower body. We're going to do a nice long stretch at the end because that's when the body is warm. We can make gains on our flexibility and our mobility, which is very good news. Disclaimer, note of caution, I am not an expert. I'm a lay person. I love learning about health and wellness and sharing what I learn with all of you and what works for me and stories I've heard and so forth. So do your own due diligence, exercise caution, do what works for you and what is safe. I'm not sharing anything here to undermine any healthcare professional that you might be working with. And we're going to start with a warm-up of just getting the blood flow and the oxygen going to all of the cells that we're going to be working out. So do whatever you want for your warm-up. We're going to do something cardio-ish for 2 minutes. You can run in place, you can march in place, you can kick your legs out, you can start with one thing and get it up there. A gradual build up of whatever you're doing. Jumping jacks, I don't care. Ski arms, whatever you want. I'm going to do Running Man. I'm going to start that 2 minutes right now, so let's go. My thing right now is shuffling. So I'll include it in my workouts too, because why not? Something new I just learned today, well, it's new to me anyway, it's called the Melbourne Walking Man. So let's see if I can do that. Here's Walking Man. While you're running in place or whatever you're doing, Melbourne Walking Man is this. Kind of a fun twist, definitely cardio intensive. Work out my diaphragm more by keeping my arms up like so. Switch up, do some Charleston. One minute to go. So let's pick up the pace a bit. Get everything warm. Some Polly Pocket. Getting the arms involved. "30 seconds. Back to the Melbourne shuffle. Okay, 2 minutes. High fives all around, way to go. Kick everything out, shake everything. Let gravity bring you down just a little. Because we want to stay warm for what we're going to do. So we're going to do little rests between the various sets of things we're going to do. Some things are going to repeat. You'll see, just follow along. Do some huggers like this. Feels so good. All right. Heart rate is down within reason, knowing full well we're about to do some work. Okay, first move we're going to do is a squat. I've seen this called air squats, but I've also seen air squats be completely something different from what we're doing now. But for this one, we are actually going to focus on keeping our hands up like so. We're going to take semi-wide stance, about shoulder width and a half apart, like so. Toes out a little bit toward a diagonal direction, so it just feels natural, so toy with that. And we're going to go down, go as low as you can, With your arms out, raise them over your head a little at the bottom and go past 90-degree flexion. Or if you can only go to 90 degrees, or if you can only go here, wherever you're at, just go as deep as you safely can. I'm going to go beyond. I'm practically going to sit at my heels, keeping my feet flat on the floor, so I never bring my heel up off the floor. And the entire time, I'm going to keep my mouth as far away from my butt as possible, so that my entire spinal column and neck and everything is elongated as much as possible when I'm doing these. So here's what it looks like. And then exhale on the way up and keep your arms up. I almost brought mine down. So that's going to be the force of habit. I almost did it myself. So one rep is going to look like this. Arms come up at the bottom and then about back to head height on the top. And on the top, you're pretty much straightening everything out and thrusting your hips forward a little bit. Don't quite lock your knees, but definitely flex everything at the top and draw your kneecaps up towards your hips. And squeeze your shoulder blades back. And also lift, elevate your shoulders at the same time. And keep your chest up and out, opening up the heart. And we're going to do 50 of those. So, we've come down enough from our warm-up, but not too much. So ready, get into your position, into your stance. Something that feels very comfortable and natural. And I'll start counting. Ready? 1, 2, let's go. That's 1. 10. Keep your knees out. Don't let your knees buckle in. Very important. I think this is 16. 25, halfway there. 26, most of your weight should be in your heels. 30, maybe your shoulders are starting to burn now because your arms are out and up the whole time. 40. 45. 50. Oh, that's so good. So you should feel that not just in your legs and your butt, but your shoulders, because your arms are lifted with straight arms the entire time. And on the down phase, if you can, you're raising your arms up even higher overhead, never letting them fall below your head on the up phase. So yeah, your shoulders should absolutely be burning now too after that. Now one move right there is enough at 50 reps. Oh yeah. All right, the next move is going to be pull-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar, or you can't do pull-ups yet, grab a towel. I'll give you an option here. I want you to grip your towel and pull like you're trying to pull apart and squeezing your shoulder blades together. You can either bring it from up here and come down like this the whole time, pulling the towel apart, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Get in the light. Squeezing your shoulder blades together like so. Doing it very slowly. That's going to count as 1 rep. Or if you want to, you can do a bent over row with the towel. So again, like you're pulling it apart, as much tension as you can going that way. Pull up, in through your lats, Squeezing your shoulder blades up top. Slight bend in the knees. Back is straight, chest is out. Like you're hinging, not rounding, but hinging. On the exhale, and that's 1. Now, I'm gonna do 20 pull-ups. So you do at least 20. If you finish before I do, keep going until I'm finished because I think I'm doing a harder version. Now, I can't do 20 consecutive pull-ups, so I will be coming out and back in. I'll take a breath and I'll get 20 done. If I have to do some cheat reps, so be it. All I know is I'm gonna do it. So, ready? 20 pull-ups or whatever variation you're doing. Go. Five. Halfway there. Ah, 14. That's all I got is 14, so 6 more to go. Coming back into it. I'm gonna change my grip, change something. Hopefully knock out a few more before I have to stop again. So here it goes. Whatever it takes to finish. Ah. 17. Got 3 more. All right, here we go. 3 more. One more. That's 19. Oh my goodness. So I had to break it up into, what am I on, 4 now? 4 sets? Wow. Just 1 more. All right, here we go. Change my grip again. All right, and I barely did 1 more. Oh my goodness. So you can stop now. Rest, active rest, move around, shake your arms out, sip of water. That's incredible, man. All right. Gonna give the upper body a break for the most part, or maybe for the half part. We're gonna do 50 more squats with our arms out, just like before. Really get those shoulders burning. Are you ready? Here we go. Arms up. Ready? Down for 1. That's 1. That's 2. It's 10. 1/5 of the way there. You're still lifting your arms up at the bottom and not letting them go below your head at the top. I think this is 24, 25, halfway, more than halfway. This is 35.
Reminder, don't let your knees buckle in. Keep your knees out. It's 40. I think this is 46 or 47. See, that's 47. 40. And 50. Ooh. It doesn't feel like so much of a rest on the upper body, does it? Isn't that amazing? Sip of water. Actively move around as you recover actively. That was redundant. The heart and lungs obviously are very much involved. So you're going to increase your aerobic capacity, which translates to living more easily and sleeping better, which also helps living day to day more easily. Okay, now we're going to do handstands. If you can't do a handstand, don't worry, neither can I. So I'm going to do mine on the wall. You can use a wall, or if you can't do a handstand period, I want you to get into a pike position, similar to a downward facing dog, like this. I'll show you, with one little caveat if you can. So it's this. You can go into a plank or on all fours, basically, and then straighten everything. Put your butt to the sky as much as you can. Keeping the arms straight. Bend the knees if you have to. It's more important the arms are straight. And then come up on your heels or on your toes, loading much of your upper body weight onto your shoulders as you possibly can. So instead of this, like in a normal downward facing dog, you're coming up more into a pike position like this. So that's what you're going to do, and you're just basically going to hold that statically. And I am going to hold a handstand statically against this pillar, which will function as a wall, in the tabletop, so I'll be stretching out my quads too. All right, so pick whatever variation that you want, and let's get started. Ready? Into position for your variation, and go. You'll feel the tension build on your shoulders as you're holding that. I know I do. But before you crash, you want to come out of it so you don't land on your head. Especially true if you're in a handstand like me. Keep holding it. I'm out, but I'm going back into it because I had to. Okay, going back. Maybe you're holding it the entire time, I don't know. A few more seconds. Okay. Oh, that's great on the shoulders, man. Wow. Very cool. Actively recover. Sip of water. Move things around. Okay. We're going to go back into those squats. Same ones. Same number. Are you ready? All right, get into your position for these squats. Arms up. Remember, keep your knees out. Don't let them buckle in. And go as low as you safely can. I'm going beyond 90 degrees for this one. And elongate your entire spinal column, envisioning keeping your mouth as far away from your butt as you can. Ready? Down. And up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we go a little faster. 6, 7, 8, 10, 21, 22, 25. My shoulders are on fire. 30. 41. 45. 48. 49. 50. Oh. Now those shoulders, especially the fronts of them, are very, very warm. So do these little huggers here. That helps. Also, one thing I love doing, we're taking this position here like so, resting my forearm above my knee and doing these little circles here, letting gravity take over, traction out the shoulder and the elbow in the other direction. And then the other side. And then the other direction. And then these little tree trunks like this, sort of swaying back and forth on my way up. And staying here for a second or two. All right, and then shaking everything out. We are going back to pull-ups. Whatever variation you did last time is fine. Now we are doing 15 pull-ups. I know I don't have 15 in me. I did last time. No, I didn't. I did 14. I know I don't have 14 in me this time, so let's see how many times I have to come out, how many sets I'm doing effectively to get out 15. And again, if you're not on a bar, but you're using a towel showing one of the modifications, just keep going until I'm done. Okay, active recovery is over. Let's get into this. Oh, what grip will I start with on this one? I'm going to do narrow pronated grip. All right, ready? Get into your position for your variation and go. One-third of the way done. Ten. Only half of what I've already done. 11. Ah. 4 more to go. I was actually losing my grip strength on that one. I might have had another one, if not for my grip giving way. All right. 4 more to go. Keep going, everyone. 13. That last one didn't count, so 13. We got 2 more. Just because I stopped, it doesn't mean you did. Maybe you're still going because you're more of a beast than I am. I don't know. Changing my grip to get these last 2 out. So supinated, underhand, chin up grip. 2 more. All right, if you're still going. Man, that was awesome. Whew. See, I didn't count that one because that one rep, because I didn't get my chin up over the bar. I'm doing these with strict form. If it means I have to come down for a breath or 2 and go back into it, whatever. I did my number, all of them, with strict form and full range of motion. All right. Glorious. Okay, now we're going to go back to the handstand, and you're going to hold your variation until we're done with that exercise, and we're going to move on to the next thing, which I know what it is, and you will in a minute or so. Okay, ready? Get into position for your handstand hold. Okay, ready? Go. Get in it. See, when I'm doing this, I'm mostly focused on keeping everything extended, elevating my shoulders as much as possible, elongating my entire spinal column, engaging my core, protecting my lower back. And in a handstand, that's a lot of work. Stay in it. I just had to come down before I crashed on my head. So do that if you have to, then get right back in it because we're still in it. Whoops. Stay in it. Going up for my 3rd time now. Okay. A few more breaths. Whew. Yeah. That's intense, man. High 5, high 10. Whew. I'm gonna do those arm circles again for a second. Other side. Getting my breath under control. Because we've got another set of something. We'll know in just a moment. Okay, this is going to be one last set of squats. Same as before, same 50. Last time we're doing these in this workout. It'll be a total of 200 of these awesome full range, extra intense squats because our arms are up and we're going as deep as we can and thrusting our hips at the top. Keeping our knees out, entire spinal column elongated. There, it's quite a move to do, especially at a count of 50. And if you couldn't keep up, don't fret it. As you show up, you'll get stronger and you'll beat your personal best.
as you get better. Okay, ready? That's enough of our active recovery. Down for 1, and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's pick up the speed a little. 6, 10. Really bring it here because it's the last set of these. I think this is 12. 30, 20 more, and then we're done with these. $38. 41. Keep the arms up. 43. 48, 49, 50, one more just for good measure. 51. Oh, wow, those shoulders. I swear I feel more of a burn in my shoulders, the front of them, than I do my legs. That is something. So we did over 200, 201. If you did that little bonus one at the end, we are better for it. This kind of stuff is how you get really nice shoulders. Strong, capable, more viable, less vulnerable to injury in the real world. It's not bad. And as a bonus, if you want to wear a tank top or whatever, it looks pretty good in a tank top. Shaking everything. We're not done with the workout, just that particular move we're not going to repeat. We're moving on to pull-ups again. This time 10. Probably noticed the pattern. 20, 15, 10. The next one's probably going to be 5. So let's get our 10 done. Whatever variation you're doing, let's go. Active rest is over. I'm going to start with a standard grip pronated overhand. We'll see how many I can do. How many sets it's going to take to do just 10. Ready? Strict form. My chin has to clear the bar every time. Bring my chest to the bar. All right, here we go. Go. Oh, wow. My grip, as well as the strength in my arms and my back, gave out simultaneously on that one. Before is my grip. That gave out first. See how stuff like this work? These compounded movements sort of establishes balance and symmetry within your muscles, within your physique. And that's important. If you get well-rounded tension on all areas of the joints, both sides, what happens if you just have tension on one side and nothing on the other? Injury. But if you've got good muscular strength, good tendon connective tissue strength on all sides of the joint, well, the joint is protected and it's more viable, less vulnerable to injury. So that's sort of along the lines of what's happening here. You might find when you're doing something like this,
one thing gives out before another thing gives out, where you feel like you got more in the tank, but there's a weakness you have. Well, let your body do its thing to develop those weak areas so that you have well-rounded fitness, well-rounded strength, most importantly, safety around all of your joints. Okay, I'm busy talking. I got 3 more reps. Let's see here. All right, close grip. One more. Oh, thank goodness. Even with that long rest, I don't think I had another one in me anyway. So that's my 10. Okay. Now we move on to the next thing. What's that going to be? You'll find out very soon, because it's next. All right, we're going to move on to some tricep work now. So you can either do tricep dips on a chair or off a couch, it doesn't matter. You can see what that looks like. It's basically going to be, you get on the edge of your couch or chair, straighten your legs in front of you, go down, keep your elbows in, don't let them flail out, and extend your elbows so you're pushing your butt off the ground. You can also do this on the floor from a bridge position. You'll get more range of motion on the edge of a chair, but you can also do this, where you come up, you come down, bending your elbows, and then extend your elbows all the way. Thrusting your hips up, squeezing your butt as well as your triceps, and then you get some core work there on your glutes as well as triceps. So just do those until you can't do any more. Just go for complete burnout, okay? So get a full range of motion, really squeeze those muscles hard. You might find you can do quite a few of these, so you really got to challenge yourself to make it difficult. I'm going to do mine on these pseudo rings over here. Basically dumbbells suspended on ropes from my ceiling. I have no idea how many I've got. If I haven't already worked out, I'd say I got about 12 in me, but even though we haven't focused on triceps, they're certainly involved in extending my elbows for the handstand hold. So I don't know. I'm going to guess 7 or 8. See if I'm right or wrong. Get a number in your head about how many you think you're going to do with your variation. And if you can surpass it, great. And if you can't, well, then you'll know for next time what to shoot for and what to beat. Okay, so if you've never done this, you might be establishing a baseline to compete with yourself. Okay, ready? Here we go. As many as you can. Go ahead. Go. Seven, 8, surpassing what I said I would do. 9, 10, 11. Oh, I barely squeezed out 11. Keep going. I'm actually gonna wait a minute, because if you're doing them on the edge of a chair or whatever, some of you are going to be going for a little while. So just keep going. I'll do my recovery for a minute, and if you've already stopped, then do something active like I am while we wait for others to finish, but we're actively waiting. In fact, while we wait, I want you to find a wall. For 90 seconds, we're going to do a wall squat. And for those of you that are still going with the tricep dip, as soon as you're done with that, come out of that and join us for the remainder of the 90 seconds, okay? So with a wall squat, go ahead and get to your wall. We're going to get started in 13 seconds. You're going to come down, flex your knees 90 degrees, waist 90 degrees or as close as you can, and hold it statically. Go down. 90 seconds starts now. Putting as much weight as you can into your heels. If you need to come up and straighten your legs out to a degree, that's fine. The higher you are, the easier it's going to be. The more in an L shape you are, 90 degrees here at the knees, 90 degrees here at the waist, that's going to be the most difficult. And focus on putting the weight in your heels. 1/3 of the way done. Only 2/3 to go. See? If anybody is still doing tricep dips, holy cow. Halfway done with this move, I think. More than halfway. 2/3 of the way done, only 1/3 to go. Half of what we've already done. Now less than half. Whew. 20 seconds to go. Wow. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and come out. Oh, I bet that felt great. You thought we were done with the legs. I just said we were done with those squats we were doing. Oh, lovely. Okay. We're gonna go back and finish off our pull-ups now. Or chin-ups, or towel thing. I don't even know what to call that thing with the towel, but you know what it is, I showed you. Sip of water, shake your legs out, oh my goodness. You can even form a fist, sort of pound on your legs or they're sore, massaging them, like you're tenderizing them. Or take your thumbs and rub them in circles, deep tissue massage where it burns from what we just did. It feels so good. And then continue to shake them, kick them out. Okay, it's just 5. I think I can do 5, even as wasted as I am. I certainly can't do 14 like I started with that first time around, but I think I can do 5 consecutively with my chest to the bar. Chin over the bar is not enough. Chest to the bar, okay? So do your variation, and let's get started. I'm gonna actually do a wide grip to really try to challenge myself since it's only 5, and we'll see if I can do it. I'm not sure. So wide pronated grip, more difficult. Chest to the bar, hopefully. Ready? Strong grip. Strict form and go. One more. Just as my grip was about to collapse. Whew. Barely. That was, happens to be the right intensity I picked because I couldn't do another one anyway. It's perfect. Well, if you kept up with the pull-up section, then that was, let's see, 20, 30, 35, 45, and then 50. Did I do that right? 20, 35, 45, 50, yeah. So that was 50 pull-ups, not bad. Divided up into multiple sets, but still, I made sure every 50 of those was strict form, chest to bar, extended arms all the way. So I get the full range of motion. So my joints get that full benefit of the full range of motion around my joints. All right, another sip of water. Continue to shake things out. See, I told you you get a rest between things, but it's an active rest. That's important, active rest. We are going to move to the core now and some beautiful stretches that I think you're going to love. I know I do. Move this in a little bit more. Okay, kids, let's get started. You're welcome for the extra rest. All right. So we are going to start with, I think it's called Starfish. I'll show you the variations. Start with the easiest. Okay, so the easiest is going to be you're laying down like this. You're simply going to lift your leg and your arm up and crunch into it as much as you can. Back to the floor. Then the other side, crunch into it as much as you can. Straighten your leg as much as you can. Lift your upper body up as much as you can. The next level up is going to be your entire upper body, your shoulders, not your entire upper body, but your shoulders are going to stay up off the floor the entire time. Arms back like this, same thing. Crunch as much as you can. The next version up is going to be everything stays up. Shoulders, feet. You want to make it easier, you bring your feet higher, harder, you bring it lower, but everything is off the ground. And same thing. Shoulders and feet never touch the ground. Your legs are as straight as can be. And whatever variation that you're doing, pretend like you're laying in a sandbox and you're leaving an imprint of your lower back in the sandbox. Draw your belly button in towards your spine, protecting your lower back and engaging your core, okay? We're going to do 10 on each side for a total of 20. And pick your variation. I got mine. Everything up, go. That's 1. It's 2. 3. 4. 6. 8. 10. Oh, wow. For some reason, that one really starts to burn me on like number 8. Right at the very end, it's like a slow tension, and suddenly, bam, once it hits me, I've only got maybe 2 more left of me and I'm done. It's incredible how that one just sneaks up instead of a slow building tension. Or maybe it's different for you, I don't know, but that's how it is for me. Okay, now we are going to do something I learned in Pilates, which I think is actually pretty cool. It's called 100s. I'm going to show you the easiest to the most difficult that I know of. Sometimes you got to regress to progress so you get stronger. So pick the one that works for you, that challenges you within your skill, within your safety. And we'll get stronger from there. So easiest version, you're going to be doing this like this pumping, see with your hands, this pulsing or pumping action with your hands. You can do it up here, lean back. The further you lean back, the harder it's going to be. Feet are on the ground. Or one leg in the air, sort of alternate between the two every so often. Or you can bring everything in the air and pump your arms. You can also bring everything in the air and crunch down like this. Between those last two, I don't know which one is the most difficult. To me, they're equally as difficult. It seems like this one here would be the most difficult because everything is up. But I don't know. I don't know if that's true. So toy with that. See what works for you. We're going to do 100 pulses, okay? It'll go by fast, but it's still 100 pulses. And you don't have to end where you start, so keep that in mind, just as long as you do the 100 pulses with some strength, okay? All right, sorry for the pause. I had a little burp coming up. I wanted to clear that. All right, here we go. Ready? Into position, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 100. Oh man. Whew. Yeah, after about the halfway mark, it starts to get difficult for me. That's why I was counting less, so I could breathe and do the move. Oh, that's such a good one. Oh, all right, from there, we're going to take care of the back side, the posterior chain of the body. We were doing more anterior chain stuff with the last two things. So this one's pretty simple. It's called Superman. You're going to get everything off the ground that you can. If it's just your upper body and your legs are on the ground, fine. Or your legs are up and your lower body's on the ground, fine. Or if you can get everything up, even better. Okay? Okay, go. Everything up. Everything that you can. Chest up as high as you can. Arms, legs, squeezing your butt, your hamstrings, your entire posterior chain of your body, your back, everything. If you need to come up for a breath and then come back in, fine, but try to hold it. Fight. The stronger your back gets, the more you'll be able to hold this, and the higher you'll be able to bring your body off the ground. Another 20 seconds. So you go higher. I'm fighting to go higher, knowing only 15 seconds to go. Squeeze everything. 10, 6, height, go, 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 and down. Oh, that's such a good one. All right, since we just did that one, you might be able to guess what's going to come next. It's going to be a complementary move instead of an oppositional move. That was a big clue. We're going to do chair pose. Ready? Come down. Bending the knees. Your knees are maybe halfway over your foot, not quite over the toes. Most of your weight is in your heels. Elongate your spine, prayer hands, shoulders back, chest out. Picture your mouth as far away from your butt as you can, like before in those squats. Now I want you to add your hands straight up, as high as you can. Try to make a straight line. I really struggle with this one, making that straight line. You can probably see it in the video, but I fight. And I go as low as you can, like that. This lights up everything, including the front of your thighs on the anterior aspect of your body. But it's really getting the back, the butt. Keep your your biceps by your ears, so avoid forward head tilt. A few more breaths here. I'm fighting. This is hard for me. Ready? Okay. Fold. Now we're going to go into the stretching part. And we're going to try to make some gains on our flexibility, because this is the time for it. Everything is warm. Inhale up to flat back. And then exhale down. Inhale up, flat back. Exhale down. Inhale up. Now, I want you to hug your chest to your thighs and bend your knees. So you're hugging, wrapping around your hamstrings. I've got contact between my thighs and my chest. Now, in the next big inhale, exhale, take a big inhale so you get a big exhale and straighten your knees. while keeping your chest to your thighs, and see if that helps you go deeper. Ready? Big inhale. Exhale and straighten your legs. And then forward fold. See if you can go deeper. And make sound with your voice on the exhale if you want to. It's really good for your central nervous system. I do that a lot. Okay. Come up. All right, so now I want you to balance on your left leg. If you need to grab something to hold your balance, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to work on my balance. I want you to bring your right ankle up like so. Place it just above the left knee. We are going to do a seated pigeon, really. Whoops. Working on my balance. You see I came out, I'm right back in. I'm going to push down in that knee to get an extra stretch out of my right hip. And go as low as you can in this one. If you want to take it further, keeping your back as straight as you can. I can't keep it perfectly straight, but I do what I can. Lower down your hands all the way to the floor in a controlled manner, or stay where you were at. If you can go further, try this out. And from here, if you're here and you can go further, try to balance on your arms here. I'm going to take my foot off the ground. Now I'm in an arm balance pose. Pigeon in an arm balance. This might have a name, I don't know what it is, but I'm basically arm balancing a pigeon. And then come back out just as controlled as we were when we went in it. And then stand up. Okay, sorry about that little interruption there. Okay, so now we're back up from what we just did. I don't know if that interrupted or not. If it did, I apologize. I got a phone call on that thing. I clicked decline. So I guess we'll find out what it looks like on your end. But we're going to do the other side now. So balance on the right leg. This is my weak side. So we'll see how I do. My left leg is up. My left ankle is just above my right knee. With a straight back, or as straight as I can, I'm going to come down into this standing seated pigeon thing. And I'm pushing on my knee, my left knee, so I get more of a stretch in my left hip. Feeling pretty good. If you're feeling pretty good, join me like this. If you're still feeling good, with a straight back or as straight as you can, bring your hands to the floor on a controlled, slow manner. And if you're still feeling good, come up into this arm balance posture, just like I did on the other side. This one's hard for me, so we'll see. Well, I'm up. All right, cool, I got it. And then come out just as slowly and controlled as when you went into it. And then stand up and shake that out. I'm going to aim this down a little more now. Finish off the stretches. A glorious workout. Love it. Okay. We're just going to get right into half splits. Just like so. Left leg is out, it's straight. Back leg, knee is bent. The top of my right foot stays on the ground, so it's not rolling out, keeping my hips and shoulders square forward the entire time. Now slide the back foot back, the front foot forward, and get as deep as you can into a splits. On the exhale, The exhale is where we make our gains. So we gotta take big inhales so we get bigger exhales. That's how that works. Down here, I'm going for centimeters and millimeters. Got another millimeter. Okay, bring that front foot back. Relax just for a moment, and then go right back into it. See if you can relax further into it now from that little release we just had. I might have increased it by 1.5 millimeters, I'm not sure. And breathe, big full breaths. Ooh, another millimeter. All right, now I want you to keep that back top foot on the floor. Bring the front foot in and sit on that left front ankle, like this. Now reach back with one hand. Pull your foot in as far as you can. Reach back with the other hand. It's also going to be a balance move at this point. Try to make contact with your right heel and your right butt cheek while squaring your hips and shoulders, keeping them squared to the front. And try to pull your upper body upright, as perpendicular to the floor as you can. That's where the challenge is for me. Like the main challenge is exactly that. But I've come a long way. I've been doing it every day for a while. And breathe into it. Pulling hard. I'm actually pretty upright right now. This is excellent for me. This is as upright as I think I've ever been on this move, so that's pretty awesome. That's what happens if you show up every day and compete with yourself. Establish a baseline that applies to you, and you try to do your best every time. Release. That was awesome. Wow, cool. I don't do my best every time, but I try to do my best every time. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step backward kind of thing. All right, now we're going to do pigeon on the floor. After standing seated pigeon with the arm balance, we should be pretty good at this. So top of your back foot, your right foot stays on the floor, keeping your hips and shoulders squared in front of you. Your right ankle is in because your left ankle is in because your left knee is bent. If your knee is not aggravating you, try this. If your knee is bugging you, maybe don't do this one. And try to hinge forward. Go to a diagonal direction to your left if you want a little bit more of a stretch. All right, come out of that. Almost done. Now we're going to do standing splits on the other side. Top of the left foot is on the ground. Right leg is straight. And get as deep as you can into it. Go. Okay, bring it up for a second or a breath or two. Okay, and then back into it. See if you can go a little deeper. I think I am slightly. Another millimeter. Yet another millimeter on that exhale. Okay. Bring that front leg in. Sit on your front right ankle. Left leg, top of the foot is on the floor. Bend the knee, reach back with one hand. Grab the foot or the ankle, whatever you can reach. Then with the other one, turning it also into a balance move, grab with both hands if you can. Pull the left heel into the left butt cheek. I got contact. Now I'm going to pull extra hard to make my upper body upright, keeping the shoulders and the hips squared forward. I think I'm actually doing pretty good on this side too today, which is awesome. So today is a good day for this stretch for me. I'm even keeping my balance relatively well. Another breath or two. Pull harder. Okay, release softly, softer than I did. Doing so well, and then I release it so hard. All right, now we're gonna do pigeon on this side. Top of the left back foot on the floor. Bring the right foot out. And come down with your upper body. And then off to the right side at a diagonal if you can. All right, come up. Perfect. I'm going to finish the quads in a simple double quad stretch. This probably has a name too, I'm not sure what it is. So with this one, protect your low back. We're only trying to stretch out the quads here. So don't form that C shape with your lower back. Draw your navel into your spine. I could go back much further if I bend my back, but that's not what I want to do on this one. If I go back any further, I'm not stretching my quads anymore, so this is it. As my quads get more flexible, I will go back further. Okay, beautiful. Couple cats and cows, all fours like this. On the inhale, we are going to go into cow, which is basically this. So your butt is pointed down, head down, back rounded as much as possible, shoulders protracted. And then on the inhale, the opposite, into cat. And then with your breath, inhale and exhale, go back and forth a couple times between cat and cow. Okay, 2 more moves to go for our flexibility. We've got to take care of the spine for sure. So set like this with your left leg is going to be down like so, with your left heel towards your right butt cheek. Your right leg, I'm going to bring it up, put your right foot in front of your thigh, your left thigh. Okay, so you're sitting like this. Place your right hand behind you, right behind your sit bone. Left arm up, put it on the other side of that up leg against the tricep, and I want you to take a big inhale, then exhale and push, twisting your spine. And every time you exhale, you should twist a little further, safely. 5 breaths, this is the third one. 4. One more breath, big inhale. Okay, now basically switch. Now the right leg is down, left leg is up, outside of the right thigh. Left arm, left hand down by my sit bone, right arm up, and now bring the tricep down, the right tricep to my left leg. Big inhale. Push on the exhale, twisting the spine. That's 1. One more. Remember what I said about making your vocal cord sound on the exhales. It's good for your central nervous system. Okay, 1 more to go. Sit down, legs straight. Sit upright, pull your shoulders back. Don't let your background fight to make this straight. This is a hard posture, including for me. Some people do this very easily, but some people don't. I'm one of those that don't. So this is hard for me. Arms up. Big inhale. Exhale down. Go as far as you can. I got my whole palms on the bottom of my feet. Okay, now hug your bent knees. Hug your hamstrings, making contact with your chest and your thighs. Just like we did before, except now we're seated. Big inhale, big exhale. So you straighten your knees and keep your chest to your thighs as much as you can and get a little bit deeper. Ready? Big inhale. Exhale. Another 2 breaths. Not including this one. 1. And 1 more. Make sound on this exhale. Massage your central nervous system. It'll thank you. Oh, that's so good. Okay. On your feet, Mr., Mrs., Ms., whoever you are. A closing note. Drink plenty of water. Get plenty of sleep. Orgasmic Pathways. Hello. Wow, look at this hair. Oh my God. Orgasmicpathways.com. Choose your pathways. I've got tons of healthy recipes, tons more workouts, grocery lists organized in categories that they would be at the grocery store or supermarket. A lot of education to help you shop for healthy food, how to read an ingredients list, nutritionally, all those things, the traps to know to look out for so you don't fall victim to ingredients that you don't want in your body. The industry has clever ways of making you think based on the packaging and the labeling that you're getting something really good for you, and really it's not. So I show all that stuff so that you can make intelligent, really healthy decisions. And the better you eat, the more your workouts are going to be fueled with better nutrition. It goes hand in hand. It's very complementary. Everything that you put in your mouth is going to fuel the physical activity that you do, especially your workouts, also your ability to recover from your workouts more efficiently. So you come into the next workout with more power, more energy, get results faster, feel better faster, and all those, that wonderful domino reaction effect, right? So orgasmicpathways.com, just pull from it whatever can help you. I got a lot of resources there designed to help each and every one of you out, okay? So thank you very much. Drop your comments, whatever you'd like me to address or talk about or to go over, or just want me to see something, I'd love to see it. And I'll see you guys next workout, next video I do on whatever it happens to be. Okay, bye for now.